defining a strategy for a new function or capability, in this case third-party risk management or vendor management, you first need to consider where this strategy will fit with all other existing strategies in a corporate sense. So in terms of when your organisation is looking at a holistic level as to what it's going to do over the next 3, 4, 5-year period, the semblance of the strategy is orchestrated by a combination of things. Now that can be from a sense of the shareholders, the customers and the market trends, so where the company's wants and needs are considered at a shareholder level or a customer level, or what the market is trending towards, and what do they need to look at and hit in order to hit their goals and objectives and the expectations. From a second angle, it needs to consider public facing. So from a public facing perspective, you think of a website, what is its mission and ethos, and what is its values and behaviours? What does that brand stand for? What does it need to align to? What is expected from it? From a regulatory aspect, so regulators across industries such as financial services or other sectors, there needs to be consideration for not only does what the new function embody, is there a regulated aspect to it, and does that have to pay attention to those things and have to fit with the rest of the organisation's approach towards that? Once through these 3 layers, you then have to consider the business units themselves. So from a operating standpoint, into sort of like the chief financial officer and departmental areas, procurement, so sourcing and supply management and supply chain management, chief information security officer, so data, infosec, security and privacy, and then from a risk officer perspective and all the risk elements that live across the organisation and the departmental goals of all of those things considered. So those business units are expected to interpret for themselves the strategy that's set at the company level. So the previous aforementioned elements that come from the shareholder, customers and markets and the public facing brand, what the regulator's doing, that forms the company strategy. And from that company strategy perspective, the board and the executive input to that. Once that's done at holistic level and you've got a single cohesive strategy, each of the business units are expected to interpret that and contribute towards that to see how it fits. Underpinning those business units, of course, are functions and consistent capabilities that need to be coordinated in a centralized manner, but also the chances are they're going to be delivered by lots of individuals in a decentralized way. So what that has to be done in terms of is looking at how that organization fits together, how the TPRM and vendor management strategy underpins those business units that have been mentioned, what's expected of them at a departmental level, but also at a holistic level, what's this thing that they do together, what are the consistent processes they use, who's the people that are going to coordinate this, what then is the governance and the technology that's being used from a landscape perspective. And that then rolls up to ensure that not only can those individual business units to meet their departmental goals, that rolls up to the company strategy, and thus the company strategy is delivered on and the public facing persona and expectations met, and also the expectations of the customers, shareholders and the market is there as well.